Ciarcia. I apologize if I mispronounced that, and I hope you can correct it for me.
Good evening. My name is Gina Ciarcia, and I reside in the Woodbridge District. So, whenever I was thinking about what I would say this evening, I thought about how I would talk about critical race theory being inherently racist, since it makes absolute claims about an individual based solely upon the color of their skin. But you already know that. I thought about maybe how I would talk about critical theory being rooted in Marxist ideology, which categorizes people as oppressors and the oppressed. But you already know that. I thought maybe I would discuss how critical theory is assumption-based and not fact-based. But you already know that. Maybe I would talk about how intersectionality is absolutely lethal and toxic to our community. How identity politics is ripping our nation apart. But you already know that. I thought perhaps I'll talk about the history of slavery in this country, and how indeed our country did not begin in the year 1619, how slave records were not even kept until the 1640s, but you already know that. What I did think about is, how can I approach this a little bit differently? We are Americans. Our motto is E pluribus unum. Out of many, one. We are one people, and we are a diverse people. We are different people. We come from different parts of the world, but we share being American. Remaining. If you look at the composition of the Board of Supervisors and this commission, most of you are people of color, and many of you are women. I am failing to see how there is a need for equity and inclusion. Finally, I want to appeal to your Christian values, which I know many of you hold dearly. When we die, we will end up in one place or another, heaven or hell. But I dare any of you to say that God is unjust, although we did not end up in the same place, in the same status. Additionally, I would point you to Matthew 25 and Jesus' parable of the talents. All three of those men received different levels of talents, and their result or outcome at the end was different.
Thank you for your time.
God views effort.
Thank you for your time. Next speaker.